it's Jen with ST Astrology. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing our weekly horoscope forecast for November 19th through the 25th. Kind of title this like a time to purge and welcome to the holiday season, because this week is Thanksgiving. So if you all are getting with your loved ones, this is a good episode to listen to, because we have some interesting aspects happening on Thanksgiving Day that you might want to look out for. So we start out on the 20th with the Sun in a sextile to Pluto. Sun is still in Scorpio, sextile to Pluto here at the end of Capricorn. So this is about a destiny. What do you feel you are destined for? What is this world destined for? This is about empowerment, determination, getting rid of whatever is a hindrance to you and holding you back, whatever is toxic, making a clean and permanent break from anything that is toxic. Oh, there's Chili in the background. She's usually not in the videos, but looks like she's visiting with us today. So it's about ridding yourself of bad habits, laziness, maybe overspending, anything, maybe drugs and alcohol, anything that may be holding you back from what you want to be. So also on the 20th, we have Mercury that is in Sagittarius up here, that is in a trine with Chiron. I don't have my Chiron up, but this is, it's about being vulnerable. This is the time of year, Chiron is in Aries, so it's taking that initiative to be vulnerable to others, to open up, talk to people, understand them, and then they can understand you. Okay, cats are wild this morning. It's about helping each other, listening to each other, and really kind of letting your feelings out there. So if you normally hold those feelings in, you kind of want to let them go. Sagittarius, it's about, talking about things, being free, being kind of like that temperance between, being too much and being too little. Sagittarius has that kind of balancing act. If you look at even the tarot card Temperance, that is relative to Sagittarius, you can see that in that. So it's about that, keeping that balance, keeping things equal, getting rid of things that aren't good, but adding things that are. So you take the Sun sextile Pluto, then you add this Mercury trine to Chiron. It's really, use that Mercury in Sag to provide that counsel, or to accept that counsel even. Be open with your feelings. That, have that Sun sextile Pluto help you rid yourself of what is holding you back. Maybe that past trauma, that Chiron, that something in the past that is keeping you from moving forward in just life, relationships, work, who knows what. It's about breaking free of that. It's that kind of just, letting go and, let something wash over you and wash things away. This can also be with, siblings, co-workers, neighbors. So it's be free to be vulnerable. You use those people that are close to you, that kind of Mercury kind of, feeling, those kind of close people, to just go and talk. So if you have a neighbor that's by themselves, maybe reach out to them, spend some time with them. Co-workers even, around the holiday season, maybe think of doing some kind of a fun holiday thing through work to kind of just, let go of that work kind of stress and be a little more casual with the people that you work with, and your siblings, of course, it's a great time to get together with them around the holidays if you don't spend a lot of time with them throughout the year. So then we move on to the 21st with Mars, that's still up here in Scorpio, in a sextile with Pluto in Capricorn. So it's right next to the Sun. It's a little bit following it. So everything the Sun's doing, Mars is doing right afterwards. So now we figured out, this is giving us that incentive, that kind of knowledge. Okay, we use that Mercury in Sagittarius. We know we have to get rid of something. Now we kind of know what we need to get rid of, what we need to do. We were vulnerable, we were understanding, we were helpful, and now Mars pushes us forward to kind of get on with it. So do whatever it takes to move on. This can go way down deep into your psyche. This is Pluto we're talking about here, and this is deep. This is not just some kind of surface issue. This is something that, maybe really just eating at you inside. And, when you have these stresses, this could actually affect your health. And especially around the holiday time, you could be worried about, I gotta shop for this one, and I gotta, buy so many presents, and I'm broke, and, I have to buy oil for the house, or heat, it's expensive, and this and that, you might be stressed about these kind of things. You wanna figure out what it is that you do need to do, as opposed to what you want to do. Don't stretch yourself too thin, and the holiday season is a time where you can stretch yourself too thin, because you have this one pulling you in this direction, this one pulling you in this direction. Well, I have to be with my family, but then I have to be with, say, my spouse's family, and there's just so much going on. But you want to just kind of take that break. You want to deeply just immerse yourself in that inner transformation to release the fear, to better yourself, to just go ahead and say no if you want to say no. That Mars, it's like, I am tired of doing this. Every year it stresses me out, so you know what? I'm stopping it. So it could be something as simple as that, and then something you want to just kind of get rid of, and just take that initiative and just say, I'm done. Period. Break free. So then on the 22nd, I just keep looking at Chili in the background. She's so cute. So the sun moves into Sagittarius. So happy birthday to all you Sages out there. In my life, I am surrounded by Sages. My daughter, my daughter-in-law, my brother-in-law, they're everywhere. And they all just have this way about them. I swear there's something about a Sag, and my daughter will completely agree. She's the proudest Sag I know. They're just... they always seem to end up on top. They might have like everything going against them, but things always seem to work out for them. I don't know how it is. It's that Jupiter in there that's just kind of bringing luck. And, they have that also, that unsettled quality. They're not going to be settled for just like this job that's kind of mediocre forever. I don't know many complacent Sages out there. So they always like to move around. I know my daughter-in-law in particular, she's always talking about where she's going to move next. I want to go to this place, to this place. They're just no complacency. And they also are, they're witty, they're fun, they're easy to be around. Sages are just really just, it's a comfort zone. You feel comfortable with them. They just have a great way about them. So, they're passionate about their morals, and they will tell you about that, and they'll tell you like why you might be doing things wrong. I know my daughter is just ripe with that. They're passionate about their spirituality, whatever that may be, or whatever their beliefs may be. They are passionate about it. That's that ninth house, that religion, higher learning. So whatever they've learned, they are preachy about it. They could get, talking about it. They want to push their passions and belief on others. Like, if I'm so into this, you should be into it too. So where is Sag in your chart? Where is this? Where are you going to be feeling this? Sag for me is in my 12th house. So I kind of maybe push a lot of that stuff to the side, and I don't maybe share my feelings with others because I might be afraid to share, kind of my beliefs and all that. A lot of people, if they don't believe in the same thing, so that's my 12th house. I might keep that stuff inside a little bit more. So wherever it falls in your chart is kind of what's going to be emphasized a little bit this month. So happy birthday to all you Sages out there. And moving on, we have on the 22nd also Venus that is in Libra, that is opposite to Chiron. So a little bit of Chiron action going on lately. That's kind of nice because with the holiday season, we all want to have like that healing. We all want to feel good. We all want to kind of let go of those burdens and those uncomfortable, like whatever that past pain might be. Maybe the past pain is with, you know, things with your family, and you know you're going to be seeing your family. So there's that opposition there. You know, and you're thinking of this with it being Venus, so it could be in relationships or people that you love, or even in partnerships, things that you have trouble letting go of. Maybe you've gotten in arguments around the holidays with family and you don't want to have that happen again. So, or, you know, baggage from past relationships that you've brought into current relationships that is making it so you're not really, you know, thriving in your current relationship. And that's going to be like a little bit of a back and forth right now, because there is that opposition where you can see what you are wrestling with, but you're still wrestling with it inside. But it's there within your grasp, you know, it's opposite. So we're, you know, it's right opposite each other. How are we going to, you know, Libra is about kind of holding things in, doing what's good for everybody else. But then we have Aries, which is kind of a little bit more, you know, it's about me. So how can we make this a little bit more about us and not just about kind of, you know, leaning back and pushing our feelings down for everybody else? So if you are, you know, maybe if you're single, if you have difficulty letting go of toxic relationships, you're going to, you know, still be single. You're not going to, you know, if you're looking for somebody, you want to, you know, address those issues from the past so that you can move forward and get into a new relationship. This could also be with your finances. You know, Venus is all about money, and you know, has there been anything in your life that's been a little bit financially crippling? Maybe money into a car that is just, you know, unrepairable, and you just keep throwing money into it and it just keeps breaking down, or something like that. You know, something that you just keep putting money into, maybe that you shouldn't, that you just need to say, okay, you know, I need to purge this, I need to get rid of this, I need to get something new. You know, this isn't working for me anymore, and, you know, the money situation, I got to keep this under control. You know, overspending could be really big around the holidays, you know, because you want to get everybody the best, biggest present, the most memorable, the most special. This, you know, could be something that you're wrestling with, because you could have that maybe shopping addiction that's just, you know, pulling you to, you know, spend and spend and spend, when you should be spending more on, you know, things that are necessary and not just frivolous stuff. I kind of have a little bit of that issue myself, unfortunately, and after this video today, I'm starting my Christmas shopping, so, oh God, help me. All right, so, you know, I talk about this being like a time to purge. So just getting rid of what isn't right. You know, that just is kind of being that hindrance. So, I think I'm going to go into it in a little bit, but on the 23rd, we have the Sun square to Saturn, and this is actually on Thanksgiving Day. So here's the aspect that I spoke about in the beginning of this video. So happy Thanksgiving on the 23rd to everyone out there, all of us in the United States and whoever celebrates around the world. You know, it's more of a United States thing, but if you're not in the country. So is there that one person, this is a square now, this is the Sun square to Saturn. So is there that one person, a father figure, father-in-law maybe, an older male, perhaps that, you know, this is Thanksgiving. We know how Thanksgivings can be sometimes in families. They get talking about politics, religion, how to do things the right way. Maybe, you know, we have a new son-in-law and father-in-law is trying to tell them how to cut the turkey, that they're doing it the wrong way, or something like that. So there's going to be kind of that, like, a little bit of a little bit of roughness there with that square. You know, there's a lot of people talk about having fights on Thanksgiving. My family, we've never really gone through any of that. But who knows? This is kind of going to be a tough square. So if your family is one that all of a sudden somebody just starts, I'm talking about politics, I'm like, I told you no politics talk, and then everyone starts battling because, this side is this and this side is this, and it just becomes that. So I always make it a point to say, no politics talk at this Thanksgiving table, or you can just go outside, because just exhausting. You hear about that enough during the year. Thanksgiving, you want to just talk about what you're thankful for. And if you are having that kind of like edgy, like, oh, this person is driving me crazy, I can't wait till this is over. Once you get home, relax, and just, what are you thankful for? What are you most thankful for? I know the things that I'm thankful for this year. I actually had a lot of great things happen this year, so really thankful for that. There are some things also that I'd like to see happen maybe coming into the next year, so we'll see. So again, try and keep it under control. Now that you know that this square is going to be there, you can kind of, if you feel that you're getting edgy, if you feel you're getting testy, it might not just be you, it might not just be this person that is egging you on, it's just something in the stars that could be kind of pissing you off. So, fighting is cliche around the holidays, but try and keep it under control. We know what might be happening. That's what's great about astrology. We know that there might be a little bit of strife there, so prepare for that. So on the 4th, we have Mars entering Sag. So we had the sun. We didn't move that. Mars is pretty much looking like it's already in there. So your enthusiasm is through the roof, which is perfect for this season that we're entering into, especially if you like, decorating for the holidays. If you whatever holiday that you are into, there's a lot of holidays coming up and all different types of religions. So it's getting into all that. It's getting excited for it. We have Mars in Sagittarius, so it is a lot about religion. It's about that kind of like just that spontaneity, that like, I just want to do something. I want to explore, maybe trying some new things, to go on some new adventures, expand your horizons, be out there, be fun-loving, be liberated, do something fun and different. If there's, some kind of light show that you want to go out and do something like that. Go out and do something different, have fun. It's just a very kind of a feel-good place for Mars to be during the holidays. It's just very positive, like we said. Sagittarius is a very fun-loving sign. It's like my cats are already very enthusiastic this morning. They're making all sorts of noise in the background. So just enjoy it. That starts on Friday the 24th. Of course, there is leading up to it and after. So, that is a lot. I think about, and maybe decorating for the holidays. Mars getting active, like, okay, now fall is over and winter's here, let's get the lights up and the tree up, if you do that, or whatever you do. So then on the 25th, we have Mars then squaring Saturn. Now we knew this was going to happen because Mars is right behind the sun. So if the sun's doing it, Mars is right behind. So now you start second guessing. Like, okay, no, I'm second guessing myself, my choices. You may feel stuck, especially if you have a lot of things, if you have sun, moon, rising in Sagittarius, you might feel this a little bit more, especially around the holidays. Are you second guessing yourself and your choices? Have you made choices that are really kind of bringing you down in the past, and now with things that are going on around you with the holiday season, it's really kind of bubbling up to the surface. If that sun did bring irritation with that father-in-law, or male figure, now this argument might keep going. So anything that maybe started, it didn't have to be, it could just be an older male, or it doesn't even have to be male. But there was that strife around Thanksgiving. So if something was happening that maybe upset you, that made you sad, hurt, angry, it's going to kind of keep going with this Mars, and it might even get a little bit escalated because, we throw Mars in there, and there's that anger, and there's that, maybe saying, doing things, and that aggression. you want to really know when enough is enough. You may feel that you want to explode, that you are frustrated, but you want to be careful not to get hurt, not to go out and hurt yourself because you're acting rash, or to hurt somebody else with words. But we still are in this purging phase where we want to, with that Pluto in there, still, we're kind of, waning across those sextiles to Pluto. So, we know what we need to get rid of. And this is just like, you're really second guessing. Okay, do I want to do this? Yes, I want to do this. Do I need to do this? Yes, I need to do this. So it's all just kind of, coming full circle. So to me, this whole week is kind of just all about Christmas decorating, because that's what my mindset is right now. I've already decorated everything. And I don't know if you know a lot of Christmas songs, but there is a song called The 12 Pains of Christmas. It's, and it rings really loudly this week. And they have a lot of funny things like, putting up the lights, and then, all these Christmas cards and blah, blah, blah. So, I think of purging. So maybe you have decorations that are broken, old, and you've been keeping them around for years, and you just keep packing them, and it's like, I'll use them maybe next year. You know what? Throw them out. And I did this a lot yesterday. Just get rid of them. You need to purge. You need to get rid of the things that you don't need. It's just taking up space. Arguing about how you want things set up even. So that could be this strife and the arguments that start popping up. Like your husband's putting something up here. No, I don't want that there. I want that here. Just stop. I remember when my kids were little, and I would, on the day after Thanksgiving was my day that I would decorate the house for Christmas, and I would get up really early and I'd blast Christmas music throughout the house, and they would come out and be like, and they would try and help, and I'd constantly be yelling at them that they were putting things in the wrong place, and they're like, well, why aren't we helping anyway? So, that's always how that would go. So in a nutshell, we are the Sun Pluto, Mars Pluto. It's about purging for good, because this isn't a sextile. So we want to get rid of the toxic things, get rid of things we don't need, throw things out if we don't need it, throw people out if we don't need it, throw feelings out, emotions out. We want to loosen up that baggage, get rid of it. Sun in Sagittarius, we have those holiday parties coming out, so go out there, have a blast. Sun square to Saturn, the Thanksgiving fights, a Mars square to Saturn, hangovers, and hangovers from fights maybe. Mars in Sagittarius is decorating, yay! Everything's looking great, everything's looking fantastic, and very seasonal fun, and so take some time, go out. If people have decorated around you, take a little, night stroll down your street if you have a lot, or take a little drive. I know we have a lot of streets around here where the whole street will be decorated. It's really fun to go look at. So I hope you all have a great kickoff to this holiday season and a happy Thanksgiving. So remember to like and subscribe and hit the little bell so you can get notified. So have a great Thanksgiving, y'all. See you soon. Bye-bye.